Good evening, all. Welcome back on another Sunday here with ALR Tier 5. And I think we're up and running and ready to go. I'm always a little bit hesitant in the first minute because last time the stream was just cutting off in the first minute. But I think it will work fine this time. Welcome back to Tier 5 for round 2 here at Silverstone. Oh, no. Don't worry, Fontana. I won't this time. I have high expectations of you today, so I don't know if you want that. To be honest, if I should be happy, I would be happy with having low expectations for the commentator because if it goes the other way and I jinx it, but yeah, you will be fine. So let's see what we have here. I hope we have a full grid today. I have to check something. I think people can still hear me, but I have to check if I have. It's going so slowly. But this is horrendous. I can't even look probably in my friends list because it's so lagging and bugging and I don't have it. It's already almost time. The actual fuck. Okay, yeah, I'll be back. Don't worry. Oh, um, hello everyone. I didn't have that much comments last time. Reaper man, Reaper dude, it's just creepy. No, kidding. Yeah, I hope you all having a good time here tonight. Here for round two. Let's go if the standings are done. Yes, they are, because, well, I will shortly go through them. Yeah, I hope everyone has a good race tonight. We're here at Britain, and on Silverstone, almost all the time this track is a part of the calendar. Don't ask me why, but yeah, people are proud. I think everyone out of Britain is proud of the track they are technically representing. That represents them in F1. I'm not about Zandvoort, to be honest, but yeah, Silverstone. To be honest, it wasn't my favorite track for a very long time, and it's now growing on me, so that's at least good. Robin is coming in quali. I know that for a fact. And I know I have been tagged. Yes, that's also correct. Oh shit. I will go through the standings shortly. I just came home, so I'm just only now checking my Discord and everything that people send me, so 14 drivers in, it's not raining. Only looks like it's going to rain every minute, a little bit. And who's out first? Let me see. Oh. And Williams. Is it Daniel himself? Yeah, it is. On the soft tires. He goes dives. Yes, only two guys, Reaper and Goey on mediums. I think Goey's reserve, and I think we have a new guy in, Mr. Mad City. Just gonna call him Mad. And I'm still a little bit... I still was hoping for a higher attendance again. Well, at least that is making sure that a 6th tier is not necessary in the near future, so I'm fine with it. Just... that's not really going well for Denya there, coming out of cops. He is spinning out completely, so he won't be the first one to set a lap. Luckily he did manage to keep the car out of the barrier, but that was way too much spectacle for a first run. So eventually it was Reaper with the first lap of 26. He is already improved by multiple guys. Zap went to 26 flat, and now it's Slimmy with a 25.5. And I think I have a fast flat glitch again in the bottom. To be honest, Goey and Reaper, it's promising what they do on the medium tires. So let's go to the race winner of last time. Because now we got expectations from this man. And Fontana eventually did a 26-1. Then on a second run with a 25-3, which is a pretty good lap. I thought people were talking about a 25 flat as the pole time, so he's already very close to that. That's not a lap. I hope he is. In the Alfa Romeo, he's one of two drivers to still set a lap. And eventually Apex goes at 25.9 on mediums. That's kinda okay for a lap time on mediums. Okay, 7 minutes to go. Let's go quickly through the standings, which are now. It's also the end result of the first race at Baku, where Fontana won in the Williams, and where Denja made it a 1-2. Very successful weekend there for Williams. Apex was third in front of Slibby. He was started from the pole. Fontana grabbed the fastest lap, so he's leading the championship by 8 points. And after Slibby in the top 10, it was Zab, Dynamo, Robin, Reaper, Noof, Jublade, and yeah, that was it. Only Penguin was the next. And Robin joined us now during qualifying, so at least we have 15 now. I don't think Denja improved, by the way. Slibby now up to P2, 25.5. We have 4 minutes to go. I think the other cars are still in the pits to prepare themselves for the final run. I think he made it, but I don't see any tires. Or can I see something when he's fitted? Yeah, okay. So, I'm not really up to speed, but everything happened. Maybe we have to give the new guy some airtime. Oh, he unfortunately invalidated over there, and he ran to the straight there. I'm very bad with the corner names of Silverstone, so. So he goes in. Maybe Newsquid can still do something. Very close for the pole actually. Denja only tripping out Slimmy by 9 thousandths at the moment with a 25-2. So Denja by the smallest of margins grabs the pole for Williams. Fontenot, our championship leader, is also doing very well in P3. He's just ahead of Zab in the Renault. And then further in the top 10, Reaper in 5th, Apex with a good medium run on 6th. Then Dynamo, a good debut from Mahat in 8th. Goey also in the top 10 with mediums, and followed by Newsquid in the top 10. So only Jublade, Steven and Evan missing out. And I don't think Robin had the chance to do a lap and SJ was disqualified for whatever reason. I'm sorry that I was a little bit off, but I will try to at least take a good look at the race. Quali for me is like a certain position where people So, further in the constructors, we have Williams, of course, in the lead after 1-2. They're already 29 points ahead of Alfa Romeo and 32 ahead of Racing Point. And that's also because the 1-2 was for Williams, but after that, the numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6 were all for different teams, and their teammate didn't score. So, that's the reason why it's a little bit strange over there. Let's go back to the thingy. It's starting to rain. Oh, it will start to rain quite late. Okay. So, 15 drivers on the grid. I hope Robin is just in. Really in? Yeah, it looks like. However, this is ghosted anyway, so. Tires. Only Robin at the back of the grid is on the mediums, apart from the two guys we already knew that they were going to be on the mediums, so. Let's see what this will mean for everyone. 26 laps of Silverstone. We're ready to rumble. I like to say that. 5 red lights, and away we go. And I think that's a good run by both Williams drivers, since Fontana is already around Slimmy. Problem for Goey, he dropped back to last. Still Slimmy is there. And there is a yellow flag because something happened in the back, but this is quite tense, to be honest. And Slimmy is making it work. On the inside now, Fontana coming into the woodcut section, I think. going a little bit wide. Fontenot is doing very different lines to make sure that he gets a good exit here. Oh, this was good. I think that was Brooklyn. I'm sorry. I already said I'm not good with the corners here. Sorry. I know we're now going to cops. I'm embarrassing myself, to be honest. No, okay. Yeah, I was correct all the time. But I'm not sure of myself. Then just Libby Fontenot, Zab, Reaper, and that's the same top 5 Dynamo gain a position on Apex. He is of course on the medium tires, so it was already possible to lose position for him. Matt, Jubilate, Evan, it's kind of the same. And back in the background we've got Goey passing Steven after his horrendous start back up to P12. So of course a quickest lap for Denja. Very solid for him. DRS already enabled. I can't remember this is lap 3 to be honest. And I think nobody has damage. Nobody pitted. So I'm proud of the guys. Everything. Look at the timing table. Oh yeah. It was just stationary and now it's just gonna reshuffle itself again. Luckily it doesn't do that a lot of times. Now I want my gap back and I want them to fluctuate. Ugh. Let's do it on manual side because this game is way too laggy and too. But I think this is a good run anyway for Apex, who is already warming up his medium tires. Looking a little bit at the inside of Dynamo, but just decided not to press on with it. Maybe he gets another run here into Club, but he backs out of it at the moment. And there was a yellow flag, and that was a very good exit by Apex. He's now passing Dynamo, 4P6. And that's a retirement of Steven. He lost it through Stowe. And now my gaps are finally fixed again. And Dynamo is still close. Maybe he can make a run back on Apex with also Maat now following in this battle for P6. Dynamo there on the inside, coming into Brookland. Maat going for a wider line. He's just evaluating and see it through the situation which is going on here. But this battle isn't over yet. Especially maybe when the arrest can come a factor. And there is already a penalty for Slimy, and oh yeah, yeah, he's penalized and he is now dropped back even until behind the Renault. Or not. No, he stays ahead. And back there, Dynamo is still ahead of Apex. And another penalty, or is it glitching again? I don't know. Slimy still remains in position, but he lost the second place to Fontenot. Denja with the fastest lap 29.2. And now it's just meant that because Slimy was kinda catching up to Denja, but now Denja is kinda safe at 1.5 to Fontenot. And then Slimy is followed by. People always say, and I am one of them, that you don't use the TV pod cams, but yeah, when you like actually are looking around with the cams, it's not that bad. I think I was seeing it in the sprint league by the commentator we're now on board with. That's coincidence because I wasn't really searching him up, but Reaper did his first stream, his first official stream, after he did of course a tier 1 substitution stream, for the sprint league last Tuesday, and he did very well, especially about the content, talking about the content, but He was showing us the battles like this, and then there was someone behind, you know, that was battling with him. So we couldn't see anything, and yeah, I gave him the advice to also use broadcast camera, but he can stick to TV pod, but you have to look around, because then you see stuff like this, when Apex is finally really overtaking Dynamo, and I think Ublade has been passed by teammate Robin, who's already up to P9 on his mediums. Danger improving once again with a 29-1. I still think nobody went to the pits. That's really ordinary. Sorry. If I don't get it damaged. So, yeah. So, okay, yellow flags. Maat is very much off, almost into the old pit straight. Now he's dropping back until outside the point, and Evan is also off. And I think he had contact with Noob, because it can't be coincident that both drivers are in the exact same part of the track. So 3 cars off in the same woodcut piece of track we have there. And I think we will see the first pit stops this lap. Further overtake, Goey goes on after he gained a position by problems from Maat. He's now passing Ublade, and after his misfortune in the beginning of the race, he is up to P9. And it's also battling over here. There are a lot of battles. Apex continuing his streak forward. His mediums are really gonna work. He's passing Reaper now, who's now also followed by Dynamo. What a... My god. Well, the only one that really had problems over there was Dynamo himself, because he went on for a huge lunge, but he's only losing out himself, so I think that's the best. He's still side by side now with Robin. And Robin on the inside, and now Dynamo's going wide, I think. Mad stuff happening. Robin has to close the line here to make sure that he stays in position, and he does. So 2 cars into the pits. Evan retired, and 2 other cars, Mad and Noob, they both went to the half. We have now yellows in sectors because something happened here with Danger. It's Demolition Derby suddenly. Everyone making mistakes or having some kind of trouble or bad luck or whatever. So he dropped way back to P5, is now under pressure by Reaper. There are more yellow flags, but not in a very interesting section, and that means that Fontenaut inherited the lead, with Sliddy only 1 second behind, catched up. And Denjan needs to come in because he has damage? Yeah, a little bit. He did good to make it to the safeguard for being low. So it's unfortunately going for the worst for him. And he had to pit already now, but he can go to the hard and even can have a shot, to be honest. It shuffles things up in such a manner that I think Apex, who was 7th a lap ago, is now 4th. And is now challenging Zap for P3, also on older, softer tires. Meanwhile, at the front we got this battle for the lead, because Sliddy finally, after his off-track excursion in Beckett, is now back in the mix for the lead of the race. That wasn't the best line by Sliddy through the end of Beckett, so that will prevent him from having an opportunity here on this straight. He has almost no ERS, and Ponta now is just a little bit cruising. And behind here we got Zap being overtaken by Apex. I think this strategy for Apex can really work. He's only 3.6 seconds behind the leading pair. who are on the softer tire. That really worked for him. So Zap plays close here, and this is still the battle for the lead, and maybe Slimmy has an opportunity again, but yeah. I think he has firstly he has to save a little bit of your breath, because if he will make the move, Fontana will come back on him with a double toe. It's kind of close to him now. Not really near the pit window yet, so... Very interesting to see. Have, of course, the pole sitter of race 1 and the winner of race 1. The problem for Slimmy is he's going way too wide in the final section of Beckett, and that's compromising a potential attack here on the end to Stowe for him. Because that was the second lap in a row that I saw it, at least. And here goes Robin also on a streak forward, and he has now 3 tracks since Reaper is coming in, and I think that's the first planned stop. Unfortunately, he has a speeding penalty now, so Robin can continue. Good to have this fight for the lead. But I'm curious where he's going to come back compared to Denver, but Denver, I think he had to repair some damage, so yeah, Reaper is going to make this. Problem for Slimmy is that he already has a penalty, but we're still early on in the race, so yeah, Reaper is making it compared to Denver, and is on the medium tires. Something already going a little bit defensive here into Cops. So we have to see and hope, don't give him the pressure, but that Slimmy makes a good exit out of Beckett, because that will help him. That's better. That's much better. But now, oh wait, Fontana is now out of ERS, so funny, both men are technically a little bit out of ERS. I never hit those numbers after 9 laps in this, but that's just me. I'm not really that good. I think I'm good, but no, I'm not even thinking I'm good. Well, there are not really that much battles. Zap is still trying to stay in the DRS by Apex, but yeah, it's now waiting for the pit stops and see if Slimmy goes for the undercut, because there is very much potential to do that. I think if he wants to do that, he has to stop this lap, because I think if he doesn't, then Fontana will just take the opportunity to make the early stop. And yeah, he has to do something, because he's not been able to pass him now, and he's of course saving for DRS now, but Fontana is doing the same. It's kinda tactical over here. However, in the Netherlands they also called it tactical when Hamilton was literally destroying Bottas and also passing Verstappen this afternoon, and in the Netherlands there were talks about a tactical game. Well, that wasn't really tactical. Hamilton was just quicker. Oh, they're both going in, by the way. Was just quicker than Bottas and quicker than Verstappen, and yeah. Afterwards, it just ended how we all, I think, assumed that it would went after quali at least. So Apex taking over the lead. A lot of the soft runners are in, and I am very interested and curious if maybe there will be a quicker pit stop from the Racing Point guys. Oh, no! Oh my God! What was that? Some pressure there for Fontana, but he did manage, with the help of the game, to stay in front. So it's the question where Reaper is. Oh, he is only here on the straight, so he's gonna pass Dynamo, but he's not even ahead of Zap. And over here we've got Fontenau close to the back of SJ. At Jublade, they're both started on the soft and are still running on that tire. Can Slivy potentially do something on brand new tires? Or can he benefit from the fact that Fontenau has to pass a car very soon? Although it won't be necessary when, you know, he passes SJ or SJ goes into the pits, you know the deal. I think Fontenau's already alongside. Yes, he is. But still, the tow can be useful. The tow can be useful for SJ. I mean for Slimmy, sorry. But he doesn't have enough in the end to make it. So Jublade is in with a penalty. And SJ is also coming in. So the three medium drivers, of course, go on, drive those laps. And now Fontenau and Slimmy are back, and if we see the gap to the leader, it's 24 seconds. I'm fairly sure that the pit stop, the time you lose with the pit stop is 30 seconds here at Silverstone, because that pit lane is ridiculous. But it can work out for Apex, because he will go to the quicker tire, and at the moment the net leaders are battling each other, so it can really work. Maybe for him, but he doesn't have enough now. But if they don't gain too much because they're battling with each other, it can have potential. He is catching a little bit. Fontenau is already into the 23 seconds, but he's getting his first penalty, and so the whole top 7 is having one. Now it's almost everyone except Denja. I thought I was already bad with getting one penalty, but yeah. I didn't have a good race by the way, so I always tell about my own races 3 days before, and I don't think anybody is ever interested in what I tell, but I'm still doing it. I had to fight the hardest for 1 point. 1 point. So, Slivy is still trying, and let's also give someone else some attention. Denja is on the harder tires, but apparently, maybe we can see because he took the pole, he is going to pass Reaper like, well, that's very sensible for Reaper. He could close the door there and cause an accident a little bit, but then still put it into the report and saying Denja forced his way through. But he was sensible on this one. He saw this one coming, so I think he already admitted that Denja is like the one with leading pace. But yeah, the gap for Denja is 10 seconds in front. And there is something happened with Goey. There was a little bit of a yellow flag, but he is still up and running. Apex still leading, has 6 seconds to Robin. A further 8 to Goey, a further 10 now to Fontenot, who's still being challenged by Slivy. And now Fontenot is on the disadvantage concerning ERS, but that's a very wide line by Slivy. That's a warning. Although it almost looked that he lost more position with it. And unfortunately he again has a little bit of a poor exit out of the... Is he still gonna make it? No way. No. Goey is in. Maybe because he took some damage, so I don't know what his strategy now is, because doing the soft for that long... Oh, Reaper almost tried to punt Denja back again, but Denja just took the long way around. What tires is he going? Softs. That's... Ooh, okay. That's daring, I must say. Everyone else is on the mediums except Denja and Matt, and I think both and Noof, and I think all of them did because they needed to stop earlier. If you look at their stints, it's kind of true. All those stints are like 7 laps old on the hards. Goey is returning into the fight. We also have a battle here for 12, where Matt is now closing up to SJ, on the older, harder tires. And Reaper still following Denja, and still the battle for the net lead. So P3 is now... What's the gap? Wait. Oh wow, Apex is doing the same lap times as Fontenot, because last time I checked it was also 23 seconds. And I think there's a problem for Maat. Yes, there is. It's now 24. Apex is doing the same lap times as Fontenot at the moment. And that's interesting, because he's still gonna drop out behind those guys, but he will be on brand new softs. And it's sad also to see that Robin is also staying close to that pace, I think. Maybe it also comes a little bit because Fontenot is in a battle, but they're not really switching positions. Slivy is just not being able to really make them. However, he's alongside. On the inside, Fontenot's even much room there. Very good job. Now trying to cut back on him, but that was maybe the first time they lost some pace because of the positioning in regards to the battle. Could also touching a little bit of gravel there. Fontenot getting a warning, definitely. And that's also gonna weigh into the equation that both drivers will get approximately on average more warnings because you're in battle with each other. That's what happens. Apex is already going for it. Okay. And Robin is following. And this battle is continuing now with Slivy on the outside. Of course, Slivy knows that he needs to pass Fontenot to make a real shot at the win, because penalty-wise, he can't trust the fact that he won't get any more penalties. So, both drivers of course will come back behind. That's no rocket science. But Apex is now off the limiter. Oh, he had an incredible shot. He's even ahead of Zap. And Robin is getting close here with Reaper. He's on the inside, he's on the softer tire, but that tire needs warming up. So it's potential that Reaper will pass him on the next straight. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle by Denja. Robin has the fortunate event that he has DRS and he can immediately pass Denja there up into P5. Very good there by Robin. He's coming from last place. And he is almost in a shot of winning this race. But I say almost because that 5-second gap, that's what bothers him. That's the 5 seconds he lost in the first stint of the race by being at the back and needing to pass guys. So I think if I... Oh, Reaper, oh, and he's got it up. That's a rude penalty for warning, and we can't take it off for him. And he was rejoicing, and there suddenly Dynamo was there. He avoided that well. Oh, that's a shame for him. He's now even gonna get passed by Goey, and I think Goey will stay in front because he's on the soft. Fonte now with another penalty that can be crucial. Maybe Slibby doesn't need to make the move now, but he wants that position on track, and he knows he needs to because Apex is coming and is gaining 2 or 3 tenths per corner almost. He needs to make the move now, but he is out of ERS. Both are out of ERS. It's already down to the limit. We're not even in the final lap at the moment, but it already feels like. Yeah, this is so good for Apex. What happened in there in front of him. And maybe even Zed can catch up because he's not in a battle, he's on the same strategy but he's not in battle. And Robin has already dropped down the gap to 4.3. He did manage to get ahead of Denja, who is now feeling the pain of being on the hard tires. But he can build on the fact that he knows that I don't know if he really knows, but he's the only one around him and the only one of the field that doesn't have a penalty. So it's for him crucial to, stay flawless like that. Potentially there's 6 guys in the running for the win, and now Slibby, he's not pressing on. I thought he could do it over there because he had a little bit of ERS there, and there is a little bit of contact. Apex went for the fastest lap, Robin took it from him with a 28.1, and Apex has already a boss. So those guys, they're gone. Slibby has to make the move. He knows it, there's yellow, and that, I think Reaper, and it's going wrong there, and I think I saw a similar incident in Tier 2 or in Sprint. Slibby touching onto that mid corner, and that makes your car spin in a lot of occasions. And now he is out in the running for the lead, and out also a little bit in the battle for the lead. Maybe he can catch up back like he did before, but he has now Zap to worry about in his DRS. That was kinda, maybe a little bit expected, because we all knew that Slibby also knew that he had to make the move, because Fontana was almost a sitting duck here, but he has just enough to make it compared to Apex has 60% ERS. If he is going to push at a straight, he's going to make it. Now Slibby is in a totally different battle, because he lost another second and is now very much under pressure. I don't think he has DRS, or I don't hope he has DRS. Damage. No, he doesn't. But Zap is like on his gearbox. Yeah, and it's over for Fontana. God. I almost missed the pass, but he made the pass at the outside. Apex into the lead. And to be honest, I was saying 6 men are in the battle for the lead. I think we can downgrade it already. Maybe to only 1. Because I don't see any assumption or any indication that Fontana... However, he's still close. And he's in DRS, but he's using all of what he has left. Can be easily covered by Apex. And Zap now going for the move on Slibby, also kinda easy and going and very good, and Zap really working wonders here. And Robin is coming into the mix here. He has a potential of grabbing P3 Apex 28-1. Robin did that too, the last 2 laps. Maybe he can go even quicker. No, this time he doesn't. Mav is going quickest. He's a lap down with a 27.8. And now Robin has a shot of going to the podium from last on the grid. Driver of the day performance here. Well, well, well. Hello Ryan, welcome. Well, fairly good, to be honest. The whole day already. I did pay a visit to our third admin in real life, so he has a very pretty place where he lives now, so you should ask him if you want to see how it looked. And in the meantime, Robin tried a move on Sliddy that wasn't really up to the case. And yeah, the race also goes fairly well. To be honest, I can almost say, I don't know the outcome, but I think this is the most entertaining Tier 5 race I have seen. Oh yeah, sure, of course. When the plates are still, when the plates are back and running. I know they are, but... So let's see what Robin had in offer. Tier 5 Britain last season. Yeah, I can't remember that a little bit. That was the race that Courtois was still driving. He was battling, I think, with Louis for the lead. But yeah, we had a similar thing here with Fontana and Slivy for the lead, and they were battling so hard for the lead that Apex on the alternate strategy has now grabbed the lead. That's the race summary, but it was way more fun than that. And Slivy also had some contact with Fontana, and that's the reason why he now dropped down to P5. Well, it was P3, but now P5. And Steva, yeah, maybe there was also the breakthrough race a little bit for Steva, because in the first 2 races, I don't think he was really impressive. He was a little bit, well, under the radar. Was good enough for him to grab the title. But yeah, good stuff by Robin. He's now up to P4 and he has even yeah, an opportunity to grab third from Zab on fresher soft. And yeah, I think Apex is safe. I don't think he will have major issues there. I think it's all further down the grid with Goey, who picked the softs slightly earlier than the other runners, but still having benefits from it. And that was the point where I should stop talking about that he had benefits from it. Ah, that's rough. I want to be a good influence on drivers, but yeah. Then just catching up. I want. Oh my god! I wanted to say then just catching up for the fight from P3. that was someone should clip that. That was, yeah. I'm not proud of that. It's a safety car, by the way. Oh god. Oh shit. Yeah, Denja was catching up. Of course he was, yeah. But yeah, he was. Oh no, yeah, it was a big hit. Yeah. People going in. Slimmy goes in, Fontano goes in. Yeah. They are daring enough to go for it. Simon, you You will not know how hard I just jinxed you. You should watch it back on the stream. The coincidence is in what I said and what I saw happening with you. That's actually that's very bad. Okay, so people are actually stopping. I know for a fact that when the leader, and that's Apex, is coming through the line and he's already almost halfway through the lap, we will go green. Because the last 2 laps, we will go green. Penalties. I can. I don't know if I want. Oh god. Okay, so Apex is kinda good, and Dynamo too, and I don't know why guys are overtaking. Well, for Fontano, this was kinda, well, Fontano, like, gave up 3 positions, but he's in the queue when we go restart, because we will go restart. Right. 3rd sector. Safety car in this lap. For Slimmy, he has just managed to get in line. I said, Deja is catching up too, and then I saw you hitting the wall on the outside of car. Yeah, Ryan is typing it out. He will. I don't think he's listening. He's really listening. He's only watching. So we're green, and only 7 drivers did manage to get to the queue. And okay, this is going to be massive ramble shambles. And Zap is making the move. Oh my god, this is not going to end well. What? Okay. Robin is completely getting out of shape here. Fontano is making a lunge from here to New York. And now Robin is going to come back on Fontano with damage though. And yeah, oh, this is over. This is over. Yeah, this is shambles. Okay. Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah. Bye. Oh no. Come on, guys. I don't want a huge steward's room. Why? I have to summarize what happened. What happened is, I think it started with Zap. He made a move on Robin. Robin was out of shape coming into turn 2. Fontana made a huge dive. And some other drivers were also involved. And then Robin tried to come back on Fontana, went off track, and is now Zap. And have damage? And Fontana not even having damage. And Zap also not. And nobody has. Except for Robin. Poor him. He was driver of the day. Of doing a real driver of the day performance. So Slimmy tried to recover here with a move on Dynamo, who's on all mediums. I don't know why Slimmy chose for the mediums, but I think he was out of soft. Reaper going for the extra point. And they're still side by side. This all meant, of course, that Apex is going to win the race. Zap really benefited from all the carnage behind him because he was on all mediums. Yeah, no, right. We will take it. We have to build some tension, okay? Last time I checked, Apex and Dynamo had 3 seconds, the rest had more. But I will wait. We will see in 30 seconds. Fontano back to Zap. Maybe this can be a crucial move for him. I think we can be kind of safe that that Apex is going to win this race. We're now going to see and witness and watch what will happen. I think he's safe. An incredible strategy by Apex, doing the alternate one, but very good also on the medium to the beginning. And he has done it. Fontano gets second. On penalties, and he almost loses second to what I predicted, Dynamo in third. But indeed, Fontana can get a penalty, and that will mean that Dynamo comes from a totally beaten position. Because when I said midway race that 6 drivers were in contention for the win, Dynamo wasn't one of them, and he can potentially finish in P2. Zap in fourth, Slimmy in fifth, just ahead of Jublade. He was also another driver in contention for a top 6, and Paul Robin finishing in seventh, ahead of Reaper. Goey, first point for SJ in a long time. And now we're waiting for Noof. Yeah, he's copying my threat too. In the past, that threat would work. You know, in the ALR season 3 or in PGL final season S6-7. Ryan knows. That would actually work. You will actually win races from P14. That's not happening anymore. I think in tier 5 I can do it. I can do what I do. But still, it's a very good performance from him. And still Robin is driver of today, although he could actually win this race. We have 10 different winners? Is there a different winner in tier 3? No. Yeah, I saw Reaper. I saw that, to be honest. That 3-second penalty. Yeah, we can't remove it, but that was ridiculous. So, do we have like two of the three British drivers on the podium? Fontana grabbing the fastest lap just in a dying second. The Salieri was winning in tier 3. Well, he was good in tier 5 last year. So, everyone had penalties. Look at this. Slimmy even had 12 seconds and he's even finishing in 5th. So, wow, what a race. What a race. Oh my god. Tier 5 chat will come back. I can sense it. I can feel it. Well, that was very interesting. Man, I think that was one of the most hectic and full course races and entertainment-wise best races I've seen in tier 5. Man, thank you all for joining in. I hope it was a fun stream. We will be back next week in... Oh yeah, a Bahrain short, 100%, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming. But first, of course, the tier 1, 2 and 4 will do that on the 6th of May. And before that, on the 4th of May, we will have Azerbaijan and Italy in the Sprint League. I won't be there, unfortunately, because I have a birthday to celebrate. My own. So, yeah, I will probably get drunk, and normally that's kind of funny, but not when I have to drive. Only when I have to commentate, that's funny. So, thank you all, and I will see you back next week. So, bye bye.